imagine Alice going to photography school, learning photography from a teacher.
But she wouldn't even be learning photography. Because this is the thing, because I was telling Alice earlier that I went to SCAD. Like, my undergrad was in art.
Okay, yeah.
They didn't teach me how to do art. You know, because that was a skill set.
What they teach you about people before you? The older people?
Well, yeah, a little bit of course you're going to get art history, but what they basically teach you is possibly how to make money off your art.
Okay.
And then that's basically it. But as far as skill set, you go in there, you go in a drawing class every day, and nobody's teaching you how to get better. Yeah, they may show you a technique from here and there, but the skill set was already there before you even entered art school.
Yeah, but I don't think you got to go to school to learn how to get money from your art.
You don't. But I didn't, you know, it's almost like it's programmed in us to do it anyway. It's like we know we don't, but we don't have that confidence of going ahead and stepping out there. How do we approach an art gallery? How do we, you know, approach a film distributor? You know, are they looking for our background? What school did you go to? You know, blase. They're not. They're looking for that portfolio. Let me see that work that you got, that work that you put in. And you're right, you don't have to go to school. SCAD was one of the most expensive schools in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous amount of money that I paid. And then when I graduated, I had a deal with a gallery, art gallery, Kubatana, that was up in Buckhead for a year. Sucky deal. It was a 70-30. I was getting 30.
Damn, yeah. You created the art.
Yeah. And they sold it, you know, so that was their thing. They had, you know, they sold it, they had the connections, they had the buyers. All you doing is making the art. And I wasted a lot of money because, you know, after that, after the market kind of crashed, nobody was buying art. That's when I went into education.
You saying SCAD, they didn't teach you how to be an artist. They taught you how to get paid from your art. But don't you think just being out here in the field, practicing business, that you will learn how to get paid from your art?
But you got to keep in mind, like, I went to SCAD, what was that, in 2000. Mm-hmm. It wasn't...
Well, no, see, I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with you. In 2000, that probably was the thing to do. When the internet came out in the 90s,
because that's what I was going to say.
The game.
Yeah, it wasn't...
So you was like right on the cusp.
The internet, yeah, I was on the cusp. It was the social media, you know what I'm saying? So I was on the game where, you know, right in there where, I had to actually learn from an institution. Mm-hmm. Now, like, as far as learning how to sell art and learning how to get buyers,
right. But
the internet, like you said, like internet, social media, oh my God, it's free school.
It's evolution, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, everything evolves. Like, I'm not anti-college, but college was the thing to do 2000 and before that. Yeah. But once the internet came out, it changed the game. Well, then you can get direct to consumer.
And what people need to realize about the net, because actually my dissertation was on artificial intelligence, and what I discovered as far as artificial intelligence in education is that our kids that we're raising, my youngest, who's 2, she's the first generation who's naturally communicating with AI. Yeah. When she says, Alexa, play Baby Shark.
Right.
She's talking to AI.
Right.
We didn't have that, you know, when we came up. So,
yo, hold on.
Oh yeah, she's playing Baby Shark.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. You can't even fucking.
Yeah. Alexa, turn on.
Cut it out.
But, you know, Alexa, turn off. But the reason why that's important is because we're on the generation where the internet and social media and that type of technology, which it did evolve quickly. We're in the generation where we knew another way. My youngest daughter knows no other way.
Right.
So what you have to think about is her brain, her physical brain, is connected to an infinite amount of information.
Right.
With AI. Think about how smart she's going to be. Way smarter than... Now, even though we know the old ways, she's going to be connected to information that she can get
quick.
Just like quick. That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. It's evolution. Like, I'm not anti-college. I'm just letting everybody know, like, look, that's the old way of doing things. And you know, before college it was get a factory job. Before that it was go work in the fields. Like it's evolution. Like right now, if you're going to college and you're racking up $200,000 in debt to learn business, I think that's foolish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's too many other resources. Like you said, you can connect to too much information too quickly now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not anti-college. I'm just not fucking Blockbuster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's just gonna change. You know, like it's Netflix now, and tomorrow it's gonna be something else. And you always gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think the only thing that we need to do now, especially like, you know, for somebody of our generation, is teach them to filter information, because we are living 2020 in the age of misinformation.
Yeah, it's a lot of misinformation. It's even with journalism. You know, it got to the point where at first you had to come out with a real story. Now you just need to be first. Just clickbait, all kind of little BS out there. So you got to filter out and you got to fact check, because just like you said, it's a lot of information connected to AI. The world is moving fast, so everybody's just trying to be first. It ain't no more like, hey, let's go get the real facts. It's like, we gotta get this out here.
And then I think
first TMZ.
And with social media too, you get the spread of misinformation so quickly. Like, you know, because if social media comes out or if some news station comes out and says something, even though they may not have fact checked, like you said, they got to get it out quickly. So they put it out. I see it. And I spread it to my 100,000 followers on IG, and it spreads so quickly. You know, it's the age of misinformation, man. So we have to learn how to filter all that.
So speaking of misinformation, now y'all can get on me for this, but speaking of misinformation, I'm just like, you know, well, I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
Say it, man. Say it. Don't be scared. Say it. What are you gonna say? What is it?
I was just saying, speaking of misinformation, like, shit, don't keep doing stuff the old way. That's what I'm gonna do next. I'm just gonna underwrite if I went to college and racked up, let's say a minimum of 150.
Yeah. That's
pretty average, right? $150.
That's that.
4 years, $150. Probably 6.
It depends on six years.
First 2 years of partying. You know, you partying on the clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get your degree. I'm not using mine.
This is the thing about kind. I'm sure that y'all can attest to this, is how it's such a trap, is because, especially if you get in loans, right? So Uncle Sam, when I was in undergrad, and keep in mind I was 17, you know, enrolled in SCAD, and you know, I had to get loans. The loans that I needed may have cost hypothetically $20K for the year. They give me $40K. What am I gonna do? Obviously, I'm gonna take it. I'm 17 years old, you know. So it's like you get caught in that trap of getting these student refund checks, and you take them, man. You take them all day, not realizing that you just putting yourself in bigger debt, and that's crazy. What's your perspective on? Because I was talking to somebody else, and they said that what we need to be looking at is marriage. And the reason why is because when you get married, you divide that pie. What's your perspective on that? Should we be striving to, you know, find a partner, get married, and considering debt at the same time? Or do you see, like, is there something wrong with that? Should we not consider finances when getting married?
I mean,
that's a deep question.
I'm not the love doctor, but I think whatever works for your household works for your household. But
is marriage a business relationship? Is it a business?
I think it is. I mean, to a certain extent, because I mean, you becoming one. So my baggage becomes your baggage, and vice versa. Your good becomes my good, and vice versa. So, I mean, to a certain extent, it is a business deal.
Could marriage be a key factor in the whole generational wealth then? Like,
because those student loans, that's the only thing. That's the only debt that can't be eliminated through bankruptcy. They can pass it on to your spouse. Yeah. So it is a business deal. You know, would you want to marry somebody with $300,000 in debt.
Yeah.
You know, and if you do, y'all should be coming up with a plan to try to eliminate that debt. And that's what I be trying to tell couples too. I'm like, yo, if y'all got debt, look, on your spare time, learn how to flip houses. You flip, let's say if you flip 2 houses a year, you can cut that debt in half. All the proceeds go towards your student loan debt. You can cut that in half, 2 flips. You know, if your numbers is right.
Yeah.
But you know, it's ways that you can eliminate that. You know, you could do a flip in 30 days if it's a cosmetic flip.
Yeah.
But you gotta educate yourself on the game and commit to it.
Yeah.
But like I'm just saying, have some kind of plan. But I do think, you know, to a certain extent it is a business. Business deal.
But and I think we shouldn't look at it like that's wrong. You know, when you look at it,
wrong.
It shouldn't be anything wrong.
It's just kind of like, I mean, ain't no different from, hey, how's your health? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, when last time you been checked up on, like, we need to know these things.
Yeah.
Like,
how's your credit score?
Surprise me at the altar.
Yeah.
And they coming to see, the IRS coming to seize everything at the altar. Like, yeah, you ain't paid taxes in 5 years. Like, shit, I need to know that.
I agree with you, bro. It was good stuff, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing some game, you know.
Well, you just shared the game, bro.
Shit.
I just listened.
I hope some people watching it apply it.
Well, that's the thing, application.
Because this is the thing, I'm telling you, like I see it all the time, like, you know, granddaddy or unc worked hard as hell to accumulate these properties. He did what he thought he's supposed to do, which was create a will. But the will is only saying, hey, give the properties to Kurt. But if Kurt don't want it, the wealth stop. It's over right there. He gonna sell it to me. You feel me?
So are you saying there's a way to stop that?
Yeah, you put it in the spendthrift trust, and you can't sell it. You can only pass it down the bloodline.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that spendthrift.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Cool. That's what I'm gonna put in my will for my daughters.
Yeah, man. What's safe? All right, let's get it.